Welcome to The Vampire Vet, a Sims 4 Let's Play series by Frimlin. Wait, that's me. In this series, Rodney is a vampire trying to run a vet clinic. He lives on Deadgrass Island in Brindleton Bay with his husband Tyree and his son George. What's been happening since the last episode? Let's find out. Hello, welcome to The Vampire Vet. This is episode 25, and there's been some changes both in the house and at the clinic. And before I show you what those changes are, let's have a quick recap of what's been going on since the last episode. Rodney spends some quality father-daughter time with Scylla. She loves it. Including teaching her how to speak, which might come in very useful later on. Tyree spends some quality time with George. And surprise, surprise, Rodney's nephew Lyle has joined the household. That's right. And before he left Ruby's house, he spent some time with his friend Ern. And they got kinda intimate. Very intimate, in fact. Lyle also had a snow fight with his brother Finn and his granddad Timothy. And he tried making a snow angel. And congratulations to Tyree on his promotion. And it looks like another one is on its way. Rodney found a tasty treat at the clinic. And Patrick's daughter Eva had a kitten. Oh, what a cutie! So as you can see, it's still winter in my legacy world, and actually I made a change to my settings in that instead of the seasons being 14 days long, they are now 28, so hopefully we'll be in winter for a little while. Which would be literally quite cool. So I've actually just literally started up the game. I haven't even set it up in any way today. But you'll notice that we've got Lyle down here. And funnily enough, although he's only just aged up to young adult life stage, he is actually registered as being older than Rodney, because Rodney's not aging up at all. The other thing you'll notice is that Tyree appears to be blue. And it looks like he must have been outside in a blizzard or something like that. And so he's super cold. So let's have a check and see what's happening with him. Yeah, he's very blue. So I've actually already quickly made him warm himself. So that's what he's doing now. Which is good. So we'll leave him to do that. We've got Lyle outside at the moment. I think he was walking Leander or something like that. Oh look, freezing to death. Well, I know that's no longer something to be worried about anymore. Tyree needs to find some warm clothing before he becomes too cool for life. Well, I think he's fine. He is in warm clothing already. I think that's a delayed notification. So I'm just pausing it briefly while I try and get ahead of myself here. So he's just kind of sitting there now. He's still warming himself. He needs to talk to someone, but I'm sure he will. I think they have, yeah, they've got the thermostat on, so if he's cold, he's going to warm up very soon. So yeah, we have Lyle, like I said, and it's late at night, so they don't really have to do very much. Rodney is also here. Let's bring him inside. He's slightly thirsty, not massively thirsty. What about George? So George is being creative at the moment. He has a few things he needs to do, so let's get him lined up with those. He can do that, and he's not desperately hungry, so let's make him go to sleep after he's been to the loo. Scylla is she's going down the stairs. So she must have gained enough movement skill to do that. And she looks like she wants to imitate Patrick, which is cool. But she needs to go to bed soon. But actually, we'll just leave her for now because she's not doing anyone any harm. What I do want to show you though, what's Lau doing? He's cleaning up because, almost like his older brother Finn, he is very good-mannered and very tidy. And oh look, what do we have here? Yeah, I think you saw it in the recap, but there is a Christmas tree here now. It's undecorated. We're going to decorate it closer to the time. Let's have a look at the calendar before I go on as well. So it's a week away now to Winterfest, and we have 3 weeks of winter left in general, so that's going to be pretty cool. Literally. Can't keep using the same joke. And we have later in the month George's birthday. So near the end of the year, the sim year, George is going to become a teenager. Freaky. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, so what's Tyree doing? He is... what is he doing? He is chatting to someone, probably because he's desperately needing to talk to someone. Let's make him socialize with someone like his sister. Actually, no, I didn't want to just do normal chat. Let's go to chat with. Right, can he find his sister here? Oh look, everyone's loading in. I think I was in my build world last, so it hasn't remembered all my sims. There's his sister, so he's going to socialize with her. He probably needs to update his social media. Oh no, he doesn't. Yeah, he usually has to update his social media status for work. Oh look, to get a promotion he needs to get 100 followers and reach level 3 of comedy or mischief skill, and he's got both of those already, so that's cool. Now Lyle, as you know, doesn't have a career. Now I don't know if I mentioned it in the recap or not, because actually I haven't filmed that yet. But Lyle is here for a very specific purpose. Basically, Ruby saw that Finn has a job, Lysa has a job, but Lyle doesn't have a job yet. So Ruby talked to Rodney basically and said, hey, can you give him some work experience? So that's why he's here. So yeah, I might have mentioned it in the recap already, so maybe I'm not surprising you. But if I am, surprise! Lyle's going to come along with Rodney to the vet clinic to help out, which should be quite cool. And hopefully it will help us reach rating 5, finally. And then the series will just end. Well, I don't know actually. Maybe it will. Maybe it will. Tell me what you think in the comments. Do you think I should end it when the rating gets to 5? That was always the plan, you know, that he wanted a successful vet clinic. So maybe it's about time. But we're not near that kind of decision yet, because we haven't got the rating yet, and I don't think we're going to get it straight away, and there's reasons for that, but we'll get to those in a minute. But yeah, so everyone's doing well, and the house is fine. Nothing really urgent needs to be done. Hang on, Patrick needs something. What would it be? He probably needs to eat. For some reason, whenever I visit Rodney and his household, the cat or the dog, the cats or the dog tend to have some problem, and usually it's that they haven't eaten, and it's just they haven't realized that there is food about or something like that. Actually, since Rodney's here, let's get Rodney to ask what's wrong. What's wrong, Patrick? He's hungry. Quelle surprise. Right. Once he loads up, there we go. Get him to that. Look. Magnus has appeared as well. That's Patrick's now dead companion. And the father, the other father of Ellen. So yeah, Scylla's going to say hello to Magnus. Did she? I think it kind of cancelled out, didn't it? Lyle has learned the following traits about Magnus. Oh, did I make Lyle introduce himself instead? I think I did. Anyway, I could keep going with this for hours, but you know, I love having cats and dogs in the game, but they can be a little distracting from what you're doing, can't they? In a good way. I mean, I definitely love playing with the cats and the dogs when we're off camera, but we're not off camera at the moment, Frimlin. So, yeah, basically I'm going to leave it here, and I'll see you at the clinic tomorrow. And that was my cat Rodney just saying hello. So cute. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Okay, so now we're at the clinic, and as you can see, we have Lyle in his vet uniform, looking pretty snazzy. And yeah, I don't think I mentioned this in the recap, but back in the intro I mentioned that there were changes both at home, i.e. Lyle joined the household, but there were also changes in the clinic, and basically what happened is 2 of the staff members no longer work here. So unfortunately Ariel Pode died, and Ariel was the oldest, one of the older sisters of Brun, who's Rodney's brother-in-law and also Lyle's dad. So we had to replace Ariel, and also Kale has retired. He's still alive, but he is retired. So basically Rodney has hired some new staff, and they are so first of all we've got Morwenna here still, with a slightly different hairstyle, but you'll recognize her soon when she comes in. And she's no longer the newbie vet, she is now the most trained of all the vets. And we have Nahia Hawkins, and if you're particularly good at details, you'll know that she has the same surname as Kale Hawkins. So she's not his daughter, no, she's his niece. So it's kind of cool that we're replacing Kale with Nahia, but she's completely inexperienced in all the 3 skills we need for the job. So that's going to be interesting, and that's why I think we won't get the rating of 5 straight away, if we actually ever get it at all. And then the second new staff member is Varian Lewis. Now Varian is actually the son of Ariel Pode. And the reason he doesn't have the same surname is because he took his father's surname rather than his mother's. But he is Ariel's son, in fact only child. So it's kind of fitting that we have Nahia and Varian here. And yeah, let's see what happens when we start the clinic. So we have started. The vet clinic is open for business, but I haven't unpaused. We need to get some skilling up going on here. I don't know if it can, if Lyle can get some skill from making some serums, or you know, craftable items, but I think he can. Okay, so this is Nahia. That's Kale's niece. Is Varian around? Varian is at the door, I think. No, I don't know. There's Morwenna. You'll recognize Morwenna. Now the most experienced vet in the clinic. And finally, somewhere around here, outside in fact, we have Varian, who's Ariel's only son. He might be a bit sad. He doesn't look too sad at the moment, but he might still be a bit sad from her death. But we shall see. So we've got an age up. Megana Nightingale has aged up to young adult. Interesting. One thing you're going to notice very quickly, probably, is that, hang on, just pause it for a sec, is that my mouse has basically died. Not an animal, the mouse that I use on my computer has died. I can't scroll up and down easily, so we're kind of locked into this view for the moment. I have got a second mouse, like a cordless mouse, that I can use if I really need to scroll up or down, but most of the time I'm not going to do that because it's a bit annoying. So I'm going to have to replace my mouse at some point, but I'm kind of, you know, because I'm in between jobs, I don't have a lot of money, so it's difficult. It's a difficult situation, but we'll deal with it somehow, right? So one thing I also need to do is I need to invite Nahia to join Rodney's Vet Clinic Club. They haven't really used it yet, but it'd be good to have her in the club anyway. First of all, he needs to introduce himself to her. I've literally not played with them at all. And also, it was a real coincidence that these two Sims, that are relatives to the previous vets, were available. I didn't set it up at all. It was just a really neat coincidence. So that's very cool. Anyway, he knows Nahir now. In fact, I've just missed a good opportunity to get an introduction for his Friend of the World aspiration. So let me just switch to that now. Yeah, he still needs 3 more introductions with that, but oh well. So he's also going to invite her to his club. Invite to club, invite to Rodney's Vet Clinic. She even looks a bit like Kale. Are you kidding? I'd love to join Rodney's Vet Clinic. Well, of course you would. Right. So I need someone to focus on cleaning, I think. How about we get... Let's get Varian to focus on cleaning. I don't know. Actually, no. Let's just leave it and see what happens. And if I decide later on that one of them should do that, I'll do it. But yeah, let's give Varian an inspirational speech. And I probably should have done it with Nahir first because he's right there with her. But oh well. Yeah, let's got my pose mod in. Manage Nahir, give inspirational speech. It's funny how much I have the urge to scroll up and down, but I can't do it. Oh well. So Moana has already sent the first customer, that's good. That was better than any poster I've ever read, says Nahir. Okay, great. Oh, well, that's another thing, let's get some training done. Well, first of all, let's get... the first... I'll remember how to speak soon. The first patient for Lyle sorted out. Now, why couldn't I greet him? Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, so he's greeting him warmly. So many things I've got to do. So Rodney's also going to... he can't do training on Varian yet because Varian's busy. But he can do training on Nahir. So, pay for training, brief training. Sounds good. So Lyle is going to greet... who is this? I can't see his name. I can't scroll up to see his name. I can scroll back. Okay, Elias Harper. I've never seen Tejo acting like this before. I hoped it would go away, but it's only gotten worse. Please, can you see what you can do? Yes, sorry about my speaking there. I just seem to apparently lose the ability to speak properly. I was just really distracted. Anyway, so he's going to bring Tejo to an exam table. It's so cool having Lyle here. What do you think about Lyle joining the clinic? I think it's really cool. Oh, okay, so he's got 5 symptoms, which means he's probably going to need surgery. So let's calm him first. Examine his mouth. Take his temperature. What's happening with the other ones? Hope Varian is doing a good job. His patient's owner is walking away, probably going to make a snow pal or something in the backyard. Looks like Moana has already finished with... who is that? Eris? And she's now bringing in... who's that? I know her. Anaya Swan, who's a regular customer here. Feel very sorry for her pet. So what's happening with Lyle? Lyle needs to do one more examination. Examine thing. Examine thing. It's a new word. So also I noticed that Mowena's patient got a rating of 4, which is a good start. I was actually really panicking for a while because I couldn't replace the 2 old staff members straight away. There was like a bug that I was getting, and I found out it's because the Sims I wanted to hire, i.e. Varian and Nahia, they were played Sims, and for some reason either there's been a change to the game or there was a mod interfering or something like that, but basically it didn't want me to hire someone who was a played Sim, so I had to mark Nahia's household and Varian's household as unplayed to enable them to come and work here. Lyle has examined Tejo and he appears to be healthy. So is that it? Must be. Let's give him a preventative shot. Interesting. Have I had that before? Because I'm feeling like I haven't. We could always go back and look at the previous episodes to see, but that's a lot of watching. So I have a feeling I haven't seen it before. If I have, it's been very rare. So that's good. What's the rating you're going to give to poor little Lyle, who's just a newbie vet? Surely you can do better than 3. I mean, he even calmed him. He's got a 4! He's got a 4. Price. And no stress. Very good. Okay, so who's next? Is this guy being greeted? I don't know. Well, at least introduce yourself. Actually, we'll just pause for a sec. I don't know if Lyle has finished his Friend of the World aspiration. That's quite a good way to get... no, he hasn't. It's quite a good way to get satisfaction points, so let's load that up. Lyle has learned the following traits about Dayan. He's a bookworm, he's unflirty, and he's self-assured. Greet the patient warmly. Okay, so he hasn't been greeted already. We have another 4 rating over here, despite it being from Varian, who's a new vet. So that's really promising. So, Dayan says, just a standard checkup for Harry today, please. Have we met Harry before? I don't know. Let's have a quick look at Harry. Where is he? Where is it? Where are you, Harry? I can't see him. He's probably outside or something like that. But he will turn up soon, right? Because we have to examine him, and I think he gets kind of auto-called over to the examination table. Okay, so we're going on a different exam table today. Oh, there's Harry. Let me just pause for a sec, because I'm really curious. Harry Oliver Shep. Okay, so he is the son of a dog called Oliver, who I don't know if we've met. I think we've probably seen him in the clinic once before, or something like that, or a couple of times, or something like that. And his other parent is Shep, and Shep is actually the mate of Belle from Lyle's parents' house. So that's cool. He's basically a half-brother of Belle's kids, Ariel and Drew. Very cool. So what is wrong with Harry? Let's find out. I'm also curious to see if we're going to see... hang on, so what does that say? George has met Ariana while at school. Okay, well, that's good. Good to meet new people. I'm also curious to see if we will see either Lyle's brother Finn or Lyle's twin sister Lysa coming in. Because that would be pretty cool. Because they're both going to have their own series soon. So we're going to see a lot more of them very soon, and in a way, you know, maybe it'll be a bit of a, not a spoiler, but yeah, maybe a little bit of a spoiler to see them at this stage. I mean, they haven't really changed that much. Finn hasn't changed at all in terms of looks. Lysa has a new outfit, so yeah, there's a little spoiler for you. Lysa has a new outfit, she even has new hair. So you need to calm this patient down. I don't want to use that industrial strength serum yet. Okay, Lyle is now a level 2 veterinarian. That's very cool. I'm having these kind of visions about Lyle taking over the business from Rodney one day. or something like that. Anyway, Harry's got a clean nose. Hang on. That looks like... It's Maggie! So Maggie was one of the first dogs, or the first dog. Hi, who's that? Is that Jiomi? Yes, it's Jiomi. See, I really recognise everyone in this Legacy world, despite there being 213 Sims. That includes pets though, but yeah, I recognise the pets as well. Yeah, Maggie is the first dog I made in the game. And she's kind of like a Labrador. Kind of like a Labrador. Something like that. She's also very old, so I'm surprised to still see her around. She just recently had puppies. And the game kind of kept her alive because the puppies were there. But the puppies weren't being born. And I don't know if it was a game problem or a mod problem or what. But I had to invite her over to Ruby's house, which you probably saw in a previous episode of An Angel and an Alien, if you've been watching that. But yeah, she had to be invited to the house to give birth. Oh, okay. So it looks like Tyree has had a promotion. And we now have to decide whether he's going to go into public relations or become an internet personality. Now, I'm already thinking that he should be a public relations guy because he doesn't really have that kind of... I don't know, I've never really thought of him as being like an internet personality. So, yeah, let's skip that and go straight to public relations. School is out for the day and he's got a B, and Tyree has been promoted to Public Relations Coordinator. Scylla has returned from daycare. That's good. Let me just pause it for a sec because I want to do some skill ups at home. So we want to build George's mental skill because I think that's the aspiration he's on. What about Tyree? Tyree can build his... charisma skill? I don't know. Why not? Right, back to Lyle and Co. So Lyle, how's it going? You know, this is going to be another pet that's not actually ill, right? Let's listen to Harry's heart. And while we're doing that, we just want to have a quick look around as well. Okay, there's no other patients waiting, so let's disallow new customers. Is this guy being sent? Who is that? Can I recognize him? I think... I don't know who he is actually, but I'll recognize his name when I see it. Hobart McDonald. Okay. Hobart, I think, was someone that Rodney drank from recently. How about you greet him? What? No, not impatiently. Pause. Pause. Okay. Why is Rodney getting this option to greet a patient impatiently? I guess it's because he's cranky. Okay. Does he not have another option to greet him? I guess he doesn't because he's so unhappy. But yeah, his thirst is low, but it's not drastically low. There's no one in the reception other than the Jiomi, right? Do you know what I'm thinking? Let's go and munch on Jiomi. Let's do it. Oh, turn into a vampire. You don't want to click that by mistake, do you? In fact, I'm kind of tired of the amount of vampires there are in my world. I need to get rid of some of them. So Rodney's going to go and munch on Jiomi. Hopefully no one will see. I'm pausing that for a sec because I want to go back to Lyle. Lyle doesn't know what's going on over here. Let's do an eye exam. This is actually really cool having two Sims in the clinic at a time. Hang on a sec. Okay, so there was something dropped on Hobart. I didn't see what it was, so I'm not sure what it was, but hopefully we'll find out. Oh look, Rodney's going to start drinking on Jiomi while Hobart is near. So let's see if that's going to cause a problem. Oh good, Hobart has gone away. Hang on. Didn't do it. He didn't drink. Why didn't he drink? Very strange. Okay, maybe it's just because he's a customer. Maybe we can't drink from him because he's a customer. Let's greet him impatiently anyway. Oh no, he's not impatient anymore. He doesn't have that problem, so we should be able to greet him properly. Oh, I was about to give him a gift. Where is the normal greet? I think probably his pet has already been greeted. That's probably the issue. Probably been greeted by Varian. How about this chap? Can he be greeted? Give him a gift. No, I don't want to give him a gift. What about this chap? I can't greet him either. Something's wrong. I don't know what's going wrong, but it's a bit annoying. What's happening upstairs? Someone's been seen to over here. I think that's Aurora. I think it's Giomi's dog. Maggie, I think, now belongs to... It could be this Hobart chap. So I don't know who's seeing Otto Yates. Why can't we greet him? I get a bit annoyed with the bugs or things in this game. I don't know, there's something wrong with Rodney. He can't greet anyone. Let's just leave him for the moment and get on with Harry, and hopefully someone else will pick up Otto. So yeah, Lyle needs to look at Harry, and Lyle needs to do some more examining. Oh, he's a bit stressed. So let's calm him again, and let's listen to his breathing. But yeah, I think he's going to be a healthy pet. Okay, so yes, he is healthy. We're going to give him a preventative shot. And how's that for rating Dan? Check up complete. Liars completed the examination. Harry, it looks like they weren't sick. Okay, well that is good. Yeah, we're not getting any higher rating than a 4 at the moment. I'm kind of looking at that. I'm hoping it's going to drop down. I don't think it will. I think that's it. No stress. Price was good. Ewan, Stuart and Kirk Lachlan are feeling the stress living with the in-laws. Oh, it's not good. Okay, so what is left in the clinic? Did Otto get served? I think so. I'm not sure. He doesn't have the little thing over his head anymore. Actually, go and greet him, Lyle, just in case. Giomi may not have been served. He was. Moena or Nahia was looking after him. But also introduce yourself to him as well. For your aspiration. But yeah, I think we're kind of finishing up now. So hopefully Maggie's going to be okay. You can stop talking to him now. And did you finish? I think you did. So, sorry about all the zooming around, but I can't go up and down, as you know. Owen is finished with Jeremy's pet Aurora, I think it was. And we have a rating of 4 over there. Just watching that rating just to see if it goes up, because you know, the instant I get a 5 I'll be like, yay! At least no one's complaining about wait times today. Stress was good. Or rather, stress wasn't a problem. Is that everyone? No, we've still got this one from Variant over here. But Moena is tidying up the clinic. Rodney is doing something on the computer. So we might skip ahead to see what the diagnosis is on Maggie. Okay, so little cut there. Basically, he finished almost straight away. But it looks like we have another 4 over here. Let's also quickly give Varian some training while I remember it, because it's going to help for next time. Although having a 4 rating without very much skill, I think that's surely a good sign. I think we're definitely on track for getting that 5 rating sometime soon. So I think that's all the customers now, which is great. I was pretty sure we would lose rating actually, but I think we're going to maintain it. So yeah, let's close the clinic, and maybe after that we can go and find something for Rodney to drink. So, still got a 4 rating. No surprise, but reassuring. The wages are relatively low, so the profit's pretty high this time, down to 2,000. Growth opportunities, ambience or ambience. Try cleaning up your clinic or adding better finishings. Don't want to. Stress level. Try calming the pet while you examine it to lower its stress level. Well, I did. With the ones I was controlling, I did. We've got some skill ups here as well. That's great. Anyway, need to move on and get Rodney something to drink. See you in a second. So here we are at Varg's Tavern in the Forgotten Hollow, and Rodney has already met his victim. It's this chap here, Tao Singer. So he's taking him downstairs into the kind of vampire area, and yeah, he's going to do the dastardly deed. Don't run away, Rodney, we need you. Wait! Oh, okay, this is really annoying. Just when you think everything's going smoothly, then something goes wrong. Okay, so I want you to come here instead. So the tower's going to be... Okay, hopefully no one turns up, because you want to munch on this guy like straight away. So, drink plasma. Deep drink. Probably needs a couple of sims actually, but let's start with Tao, see how it goes. So yeah, you probably know already, but if you want this bar, I have it on my Origin profile in the gallery, so just check it out. It's the Spirit of Varg's Tavern, and Varg's Tavern was a bar that was in the Supernatural expansion for Sims 3, and this was my recreation of it. So yeah, check it out. It's one of my favourite places actually, and I haven't been there too often. Not recently, anyway. So yeah, sorry about all the talking over the drinking, which I'm continuing to do now anyway. Oops. Oh well. So yeah, Rodney has finally had something to drink, or someone to drink in this case. So hopefully things are going to be better for him now. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back to see another episode soon. And in case you don't know, there's a new series starting very soon, and another one after that. So keep an eye on the channel. I've stopped notifying subscribers when these episodes come out, so you have to keep an eye on the channel, or save a playlist, or follow one of the playlists or something like that. Or just watch me on Twitter or Facebook, and then you'll see notifications there of new episodes. Anyway, sorry about that little speech. But there you go. Anyway, thanks for watching, take care, and goodbye.